Okay, we have reached 100 people already, so I don't need to wait till 7:05. I'll start. Once again, good evening to everyone who's just joined. I am Darryl D'Souza, and I request you to please keep your view on speaker view. Go to the right, right hand side top, because this is a Zoom, meeting session today. It's not a webinar uh, session. So go to the right top hand side where you see the icon of view. Please click speaker view. Okay, so then you'll see me most of the time in the main panel. Of course, when I'm doing a presentation and sharing my screen, you'll be able to see the screen and the presentation. I'll also show you some pages from my book, Become Healthy or Extinct, and also some pages for my website to give you the full information for today's workshop. So what I would like everybody to do right now is I have given you, I'm just putting 3 links in the chat box. Okay, yeah. Everybody, please have a look at the 3 links in the chat box. One is my website, darryldesouza.com. You don't need to, that's just for you to refer later to my different aspects of my work on health, food, farming, environment. All of that is on my main website. But right now I would like you to click the second link. Or wait, before the second link, that's my website where I want you to download my book. Before the second link, go to the third link, that's my YouTube channel. Okay, just go to the YouTube channel and open that channel and click subscribe. And after you click subscribe on the bell button, just click that bell button again and choose all. That means all of my videos, you will get a notification. And especially the recording of today's video, I want you to see it again, because I'll be covering quite a few topics very quickly, because we have only 1.5 hours. Yeah, today's session actually was inspired by, I had 3 doctors who wanted me to explain to them, on video, how to cure neck, back, and hip problems. And it's been 4-5 days since I have not been able to coordinate with them because my time has been very tight with other projects. So that's why I said I'll do the session in the evening today. And then I thought I should let it out to many more people. So we spread the word. And thanks to all of you for joining. It's a free workshop, of course. And for learning, I would like you to do something. Whatever you learn today, I would like you to teach it to at least 3 people, because you're going to learn something very important, especially for all right from top, neck, back, and to tailbone, which you will not learn in other places. And it's very quick healing. So the return for this healing is that you learn it well, watch the video again, and then you have to show this, at least the acupressure part, and there's some advice on diet that I give to another 3 people. Okay. And yeah, if any of you want to donate, you can donate on my Paytm number, GPay number, that's fine. But yes, I'm mainly doing this to teach people, and so that our people learn well and they teach others also. See, during the last 2 years of this pandemic, because of the lockdowns and people being inside and not getting enough sunlight, vitamin D has gone down. And so I'm seeing that the number of, bone weaknesses also have gone up, and people are having more fractures. That's another reason I said, I must let this out to everybody and even put it on my YouTube channel. So I hope you subscribe to my YouTube channel by now. Now, the next thing is the second link that I've put in chat is my website of my book, Become Healthy or Extinct. I'll just copy and paste it once again for those who have come in later. Okay, I've just posted the link. Click on that link, Become Healthy or Extinct, and right on the front page you will see a picture of my book. Right click on the picture of the book, and it will give you an option, Save As. So save it to your desktop or wherever you can open and refer to it now. I'm also, there is an option of, attaching, yes, mm, I'm also going to attach it in the chat for my computer. Yeah. Yes. I've just put it in the chat also. So please click on it, open the book so that you can refer to it now as I'm, taking you through the workshop. Once again to everybody, please keep your Zoom view on speaker. Go to the right hand side, top view, you will get gallery and all of that. Choose the speaker view. Yeah. So now I'm going to do a screen share and start the workshop with the first part about the natural health therapy. What is the natural health therapy? It's a chapter. It's a 4-step protocol for all types of healing, which I will share with you now, and we'll go according to those 4 steps for today's workshop. I request everybody's mic to be on mute. First, I'll explain everything and go to the flow, and then when I end it, that time we will have a question and answer session. Okay, I'll just check now. Is everybody able to see this picture in front? Just one person unmute yourself and say, can you see the picture of my book?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, thank you. So if you've downloaded the book, please do it now. Then you can have the same experience, on your screen as well. This is the cover of the book. When you go to the index, you will see a chapter, the natural health therapy. Okay, first starting, if you see the index of my book, the starting is mainly up to 50%. It is actually explaining how we got sick, what are all the wrong things we have done. And then somewhere midway after that, when you look at somewhere near 150, that's metaphysics of the human body. And then the natural health therapy, that's when I start talking about healing. So the book is about 288 pages, and till 150, more than half, I'm just explaining to people how we all got sick. Because if you don't understand that, then there is a very less chance you're going to understand how to heal yourself. So in the first healing, that's what I'm talking about now, the natural health therapy. If I click this, you click the hyperlink, it explains some basics to you. And when you watch this video, then you will get these same pages again. Okay, you can read all these pages in detail. So first step, okay, what is it saying? First step, stop abusing your body or doing wrong things to your body. That is, stop doing things that are bad for your body and stop eating foods that are bad for your health. So today with this workshop, we are going to look at the first thing what we are doing wrong is eating the wrong kind of foods, because the wrong kind of foods are what cause bone degeneration. So we have to stop doing that first. And then certain wrong kind of body movements or postures when lifting things, right? That's the second thing we will look at. So I will get into those details, which are the wrong type of foods when I open the diet section. But just overall, I want you to get this flow. So first is stop having the wrong kind of foods and doing the wrong kind of, following the wrong kind of habits. The next is here, start helping your body. So in start helping your body, we are going to look at which are the right kind of foods. that you should be giving your body so that your bone starts regenerating and getting more strength. And certain other foods also. For example, I'll explain a little later. If your liver function is low, then the amount of alkalinity or bile in your body also goes low. Then it cannot neutralize acid. And when acid is high in your body, then you will have bone degeneration, slow bone degeneration. How that happens, it will come in a slide later. Okay, so start having the right kind of foods that regenerate bones. And second is start following the right kind of habits to help your bones get healthier. The next is step 3, which is cleanse the body of harmful accumulated substances. That is, our whole lives we're having too much of fried food, too much of processed foods with chemicals and preservatives and stabilizers, and also inorganic body products like shampoos or face creams or deodorants and all of that. And the chemicals slowly get into our body and make our internal organs toxic. And a toxic liver will be less, there'll be less alkaline function in our body, so more acidity and faster bone degeneration. So I will explain later which are the cleanses to do to get your body more alkaline, to purify your blood, to help your kidneys. There's a relationship between weak kidneys, weak adrenal glands, and lower back pain. So I'll come to that later. The last step is activate the body's healing mechanisms to cure. So today I'm going to talk about 2 healing mechanisms, although the third is incorporated in my acupressure chapter. You'll see it later. But the main 2 I'm going to talk about is how to use acupressure for healing and how to use exercise. But when should you use exercise after having a serious back injury? Not on the first day, second day, third day, fourth day, no. You have to do it at least after 5 to 6 days. But from day 1 to day 5, you have to be doing acupressure every day that I teach you. And of course, having the right kind of food. So this is the overall flow that we will go through today through these 4 stages. And I'm going to start first with food. Okay, what are the right and wrong kind of foods? So getting back to the index, it's good that I'm taking you through this book itself, so you all will get familiar with the book and how to access various parts of this book. Now here I want to go to diet. Okay. Healthy choices. So 149 pages, diet and healthy choices. Diet comes in healthy choices. So let me see if on my presentation, if I have something to show you before that. Okay. So I'll switch to this presentation that I wanted to show you. Yes. So again, this slide is of the index of my book that we were looking at. And the first topic important for today is about acidity and alkalinity. So I'll just go through it fast. And please don't interrupt with questions. Let it flow. And in the recording, you can see it a little slower. So what this talks of is that there is a balance that the cells of the body have to maintain. And for that, on average, we should be eating about 80% alkaline foods and 20% acidic, or even maybe 70% alkaline and 30% acidic food. Everybody knows this, pH strip, that is 0 is, very acidic, highly acidic, 7 is neutral, and 14 is highly alkaline. So highly acidic and highly alkaline also are harmful for the body, but you don't get any fruits and vegetables that are very highly alkaline like 14, 13 pH and all. No, you just get somewhere near 7, 8, and 9. So this diagram of the digestive system, what I just want to explain here is as you eat food. Now, if you eat acidic food, so we look at mainly acidic foods are, of course, you know that alcohol is acid. Okay, so alcohol is an acidic food. Processed sugar is acidic. Milk and milk products are acidic. Then too much of grain and too much of dals also, they are acidic. And we'll see some charts a little later in the next few slides. So if you eat highly acidic food, then it has to be made, the acidity of it has to be brought down. So as food goes into the body, into your stomach, so the first part is where whatever food goes in, it has to be digested by, first stage is the acidic digestion. So stomach will make acid and break down certain parts of food. Now the fats will not get broken down by acid, they'll get broken down by bile. So after the food does its first, first section of breakdown in the stomach, which happens with acids and pepsin and renin and all of that, then a liquefied food will start going to your duodenum. And yeah, so you can look at this here. And you can see the duodenum after the stomach going to the duodenum. And it's at the duodenum where the liver secreting bile most of the time through the day, but the excess bile goes into the gallbladder and it remains as a reservoir over there. It's holding bile, and when food starts passing the duodenum, the sensors will make the gallbladder squeeze, and through the duct a lot of bile gets mixed with the food. So that's the alkaline process. And also from the pancreas, alkaline digestive enzymes also mix. So alkaline fluids from the liver and the pancreas are making the food neutral and alkaline, so that the alkaline part of digestion happens. So if your liver function is weak and if your pancreas are also weak, now we'll see how to find out with acupressure, how to check whether they are weak or not. Now if they are weak, they will not produce enough quantity and quality of their liquids, which means that the acidity in that food will not get neutralized and acidic food will be going into your small intestine. And after your small intestines, of course, you know, it will finally reach your colon, where ascending, descending, then it transverse, and your descending colon, and then out through your rectum. So this first part I'm just explaining is that this I'm going to correlate with bone degeneration. Okay, so just remember one thing: if you eat highly acidic foods, then your blood is going to get acidic, and more so if your liver function and your pancreas function is not good. So here are some pictures of the bones. Now for these two, so one thing that a person can do is, of course, I'll show you in the next few charts, and it's there from my book also. There are pages on what is alkaline food and acidic food, so you can choose more alkaline food. So suppose you understand all of that and you are eating a good amount of alkaline food, that's good. But then if you have had jaundice before, or you've had for example, typhoid, cholera and all of that, then your liver is going to be weak, so it may not produce enough amount of bile. And if you have, if you are a diabetic, then you may have your pancreas not functioning too well. In that case, that whatever food, now, as you eat food, there is acid going to be produced in the stomach for the acidic part of breakdown of food. And when it comes into the duodenum, if your liver and pancreas cannot produce enough quantity and quality of their alkaline fluids, then that the food is going to remain a little acidic. So two reasons for acidic food going into your small intestine is, first is acidic food. If you correct that, then it could be weak liver function, weak gallbladder function, or weak pancreatic function. So, yeah, now what happens if your acidic food is going to your intestines? And then, of course, from your intestine, it gets absorbed into the blood. Now, the blood is actually the supreme moderator of the human body. Let's start from the time you were born and you were drinking breast milk. Yeah, that was all that was going into the body. And from that breast milk, the blood took that breast milk contains, all the 5 elements. And in fact, most things we eat, they contain different proportions of the 5 elements. So if you take a groundnut or a monkey nut, yes, you can say it's got more earth elements, okay, which is the hardness. Then the second will be water element, because if you squeeze a raw groundnut, you'll get oil from it. Then, for example, if you eat too much of groundnuts, you get acidity. So it's got the fire element too. So air and space, of course, it's got lesser. So like that, blood has also got the 5 elements. So milk, breast milk. We have to understand it is when the baby digests breast milk, it goes into the blood, and the blood will take all the calcium and magnesium and put it into your bones. It will take magnesium and put it into your muscles, and it distributes all these 5 elements. The blood has taken everything that you've eaten, and it's taken those components and deposited it everywhere in your body to form your hair, your nails, your skin, bone, internal organs, everything. So when we eat acidic foods and the blood starts becoming acidic, so blood is actually, it is slightly alkaline. It tries to maintain between 7.35 to 7.38 pH. Okay, that's healthy blood. But when you eat a lot of acidic food or your alkaline organs are weak, then it'll start dropping from 7.3 to 7.2, 7.17. Okay, that means blood composition and nature has changed. So, because blood is the supreme manager of the entire body, it is trying not to fall below that 7.17, 7.0 or 6.9 pH. Why? Because when blood composition change and it supplies an altered blood, then even your brain function will come down, your memory will come down, the kind amount of oxygen you are processing in your body will come down. Many organs will start malfunctioning. Okay, so blood will not allow to do that. It will try to go back. If you eat acidic food and you're becoming acidic, it'll try to go back to 7.1, 7.2. How does blood do that? Right? So blood, what it does is, it tries to find within the body something that is alkaline, and it mixes it with itself. So the alkaline minerals like calcium and magnesium and all, they are in the bones. So blood does a simple thing. It's just doing a cellular exchange, because blood has deposited these things. So when blood needs it, blood can take it back. So you can see this bone structure, right? With the two ends of it, which are fat, and the medium part, which is thin, and there's blood flowing through it. So all that blood does is loosen the cells at the joints and make it a little porous, so it can take out the calcium from there. And what does the person experience? Swollen joints, or I'm getting arthritis. Okay, and so in that, now why does blood not soften the middle of the bone? Because blood is also connected to the brain and to all parts of the body, and the entire being's consciousness knows that if it weakens the middle of the bone, your hands and your legs, the organism, suppose the organism's legs break, then it cannot walk to go and get food, right? So this is how intelligent the body is. Arthritis is not an autoimmune disease that most medical doctors will call it like that, but it is not. It is, see, in my book, in a section I've written this quote: there is no such thing as an autoimmune disease. Only rightful autoimmune responses from a body that is trying to maintain homeostasis. What is homeostasis? Homeostasis is a balancing mechanism. And this mechanism of keeping blood at 7.35 to 7.38 is the blood homeostasis. Okay, so in that mechanism, it will go because it's getting, now suppose the pH of the blood goes below 7, below 6.9 and all of that, the organism will start aging faster. Organs will start getting fatigued and they'll start malfunctioning. And if blood doesn't stop this within 2-3 months, now the person may just be eating more and more acidic foods because they like it. Their liver may be weak, gallbladder, pancreatic may be dysfunctioning. And if blood doesn't stop this, the person could probably die in 3 to 4 months from, from very acidic blood and brain malfunction and organ weakness. So the body will not do it. It does this balance. So blood will go and loosen up the joints of the bones and take out calcium from there and mix it in the blood. And instead of the blood going to 6.9, it will start going up to 7.1, 2 and all of that. So blood is, because everybody who gets arthritis, they've got arthritis over 6, 7, 8 years. So just understand this very clearly. Because blood did this and give you arthritis, you got 6, 8, 7 years. Or if blood didn't do this, you would have died in 6 to 8 months. Okay, so this is what the body is doing. We have to understand it. So this is how bone degeneration, bone weakness, scoliosis, osteoporosis also happens. Now, osteoporosis has got another component to it. It is got additionally too much of air element in the body. Okay, so I'll talk about that later when I speak up, when the slide for osteoporosis comes. So in my book, you will see in the chapter on food, you will see acidic, alkaline foods in fruit, in vegetables, in nuts, okay. I'll just go through this quickly. You can see it later in the book. Here you can see moderately acidic grain, wheat, rice, and all of that. Meats, all acidic. Most vegetables are alkaline. All meats are acidic, so try to have a more vegetarian, vegan diet. We'll come to that. Right. Now, after these couple of slides, I want to also show you a page from my website. So these are the bone building materials where you'll get more calcium from. I'll show you some more pictures, and actually where there's a tab on nutrition on my website where you can get all of these. How to get more calcium or more protein. So there's abundance of calcium in the plant kingdom. You don't need to drink cow's milk. I'll just explain a little bit of that later. Yes, I'll leave this for a little while so you can note down one of the juices to ease arthritis pain. I think this is also there on my website. Now, after this, I will come to the part of diet. Okay, we'll go to the page 149 of my book that is talking about which are the unhealthy foods and which are the healthy foods. So if you've downloaded my book, you can open page to page 149. So I'll just open up the book for you once again. Yeah. And we'll go through that. Yes, I'm at page 147. Okay, now this is page 149. And here I'm giving, before we look at this detail, I want to look at the bottom of the page. Okay, the detail of timing is approximate as long as people, follow the time gap between this, it is okay. You don't have to get up at 7, you could get up at 5 or you could get up at 9, but at least the sequence is important in what is written here. Now, this is the part that I want you to look at right now. Okay. What's right in the center of your screen. This top one is one of the most damaging things for bone health. That is, do not have any animal milk or products made of them. That means no cow, no buffalo milk, camel milk, and all of that. And any of their products. That means cheese, paneer, softie, smoothie, ice cream, then what is that? Cakes, biscuits, creams, all of that. Now, even lassi and chas. So I will come to a slide which is talking of all the problems that milk and milk products cause. You can just note down now in my book. Later you read from pages 120 to 125. Okay, repeat it again. Pages 120 to 125 explain how animals' milk causes a lot of bone problems, which I will show you also list down, and many other diseases as well. And I will come to the alternatives of milks. First, here it is saying have nut milks instead, and from nut milks you can make cheese, soft tea, smoothie, cake, cream, lassi, chas, dahi, everything. Okay. So I'll come to the detail of milk later. The next thing is here, sugar. So sugar, processed sugar is highly acidic. Okay. So then people will go from white sugar to brown sugar. No, brown sugar is, even if it's organic, is acidic. Okay, it's just got little lesser of the chemicals, and phosphorus and all may not be there in sulfur. So then people think that, but better than brown crystal sugar is brown powdered sugar, and better than that is organic jaggery. Okay, yes, they are a little better, but we do not need to have all these sugars added. What we need is, you will see in the diet, is once in a day you need to have a good amount of fruit, and that is all the sweetness the human body needs in a particular day. The person who will not have enough amount of fruit in a day, which is actually equal to 3 apples or 3 bananas, that person's sugar level, depending on the amount of activity they do, and keep in mind, even creativity, brain thought, power, intelligence, all of that, arts, culture, all of these expressions from the human body, they are actually fed by the different sugars and the different minerals, the fiber and the uh, all of the components that are there in fruits. Okay, if you have a less range of fruits, then you're going to have a less amount of nutrition in your body. So, switch from processed sugars to I do not have any sugar at all, and this has been the case since 2010. Okay, absolutely healthy, and I'm doing fine. No dental cavities at all. Completely stopped. Okay. So the second point is this. Sugar, processed sugar, even brown sugar and all, is highly acidic, and that will start cutting your bones. And even when it even causes the depletion of calcium, magnesium also from your body. So the next is the stable salt is not directly related to bone health, but if you switch to Himalayan rock salt, this is for people who are having high blood pressure. Okay. The fourth is fried foods. When you have too much of fried food and oil, then your liver function is going to go down, meaning alkalinity in your body is going to go down. So instead of fried food, you should bake, boil, roast, or steam it. And now you get air fryers as well. Okay. Then next is do not eat food that has been cooked or warmed in a microwave, because it basically changes the cellular structure of food, and it changes the water molecule balance in all food products. So, that means the human body cannot recognize those molecules of food as the original molecules, and it kind of doesn't absorb them completely. Finally, do not eat processed food that has preservative and stabilizers. So all of these packaged products that have got the name preservatives and stabilizers, avoid them because they are highly acidic as well. They cause inflammation in the human body, and to cure that inflammation, blood has to do a lot of work. Okay, so these are the main things that you should avoid for good bone health as well. So of course, alcohol, like I told you, avoid alcohol because that is also acidic. Once in a week and all, a little bit of that is fine. Now I'll come to the just reduce the size a bit. Yeah. So the diet you can see in detail, once we time later, but I'll just browse through it. So what it says over here first, wake up 7 o'clock is a good time, or 6:30. Try to remain with the proper circadian rhythm. Okay, you'll be able to get up at 7 o'clock if you sleep at 11 o'clock at night. So do some activity in the morning, your basic activity, do a little bit of exercise, because that food that you ate at night, it is supposed to be used and burnt up a little bit, because the human body will remain healthy if energy is flowing in it all the time and not stagnant. Okay, so you do some exercise and all, work up an appetite in the morning so that your breakfast you're eating because you are hungry. Okay. So what is the first meal? It says that at about 8 o'clock, eat just one type of fruit and enough to satisfy your hunger completely. Okay, this is like a mono diet, but one type of fruit on one morning. Second morning you can change some and have a different fruit. Third day you can have something else. Okay, but do not mix up fruits. Uh, it's better that way. It's easier for digestion. Then you see the gap that almost after 2 hours. So people who are not doing a lot of physical work and all that, if they have a heavy fruit breakfast, they may not feel hungry, or they may not need to eat till lunchtime. But if you are a person who is doing regular physical work and all, you may feel hungry. So at 10 o'clock, here are some options. Now at 12 o'clock, green juice or a smoothie, raw green smoothie is there. It is if you want to detoxify your body, and the formula is given over there. There are some leafy greens also going into it. So if you want to detox your body or lose weight or reverse diabetes, this is what you can do at 12 o'clock. Like I said, again, timings can change further in front or behind. Then after that, after an hour, because this is just about 200 ml you can have. After an hour, then you can have your lunch. For details about food, please watch my video that will come out on my YouTube channel, the Food Masterclass. Okay, it's about 2 hours where I've explained everything about raw and cooked and what is the balance for different types of people. Now, after your lunch, in the evening time, you can have a herbal tea with a handful of nuts. Okay, and one type of nut in the day. So these nuts will start giving you all your bone building material. Okay, no need to mix nuts. When I say nuts, it's only nuts, not mixing with date and all of that. So, and then here there are some options for dinner. And for people who have excess weight, I recommend giving up wheat and rice and switching to millets. And also, I have a very strong recommendation of not having rotis. Okay, because rotis are made of flour, and that flour is made in the mill by taking grains directly. So the thing is that with grains in their raw form and dried form, they contain phytic acid, and phytic acid is what binds grains and does not make them sprout. You see, because nature, how is nature, designed? That is, in the rainy season, if there were seeds on the ground, like if from the previous season, if there were some rice or wheat grains on the ground, then only when it was in the rainy season, when it rains once, twice, and the seeds get soaked, then they sprout. Okay, so soaking is necessary for the phytic acid that is there in the grain to get released, because it is phytic acid is a binder, it's an enzyme inhibitor. It is against growth and life. Okay, so I'll just explain the cycle. So when the grains on the ground and 1 2 rains come, it gets soaked, phytic acid is released, and then the sprouting of the wheat or the rice will happen. Okay. Now, so during that monsoon, the rice and the wheat will grow. The monsoon will stop like in India, somewhere in August, September. And then after another 15, 20 days or a month, the wheat and the rice will be ready. And if you don't harvest it, it will fall on the ground. But if you let it fall on the ground, it will not sprout the whole year till next June. Even though in places like Mumbai and Goa, the humidity is 85%, 88%, still it will not sprout because phytic acid is binding. Okay. So, so this is what we need to do of all our grains. That's why we need to soak our dals, our beans, our rice, our wheat, even millets at least for 4 to 6 hours, because the phytic acid has to be released. If the phytic acid is not released, so that's what they do when making rotis, the maida, okay, the atta. They just take the grains and they put it in the mill and they give you the atta. So that atta has got phytic acid. When phytic acid goes inside, it works against digestion. It works against, so it will disable your or bring down the function of your digestive enzymes and also your metabolic enzymes. Okay, so remember that. I'm strictly against using flowers. There's just one company I saw about 2 years back. It was written in Indian company. I don't remember the name. I saved that plastic somewhere, and then I lost it. But it said that our grains are harvested, they are soaked, and then they are, for the phytic acid to get out, then they are dried, and after they are dried, we send them to the mill and make the atta. So that is a healthy atta. Okay, so if you can do this at home, only this, or you find this company, then you have, atta and rotis of that. So this, for a person who's got a very healthy digestive tract, okay, they will not find much of a difference. It will happen over years, 20 years or something, little bit of. That's why human beings are, they're not living till 200 because we're doing all of this rubbish. Okay, so people think we're living till 100, so everything is okay. No. Now, when do I treat people, see, since 2005, since I started teaching integrative natural medicine, uh, after reversing my own illnesses, I have only been getting patients who the allopathic doctors, the homeopathic doctors, the yoga, people, even the Ayurveds and even the energy healers could not heal. So I've been getting the most sick people with the weakest digestive system. So it's only when you are working with these people with weak digestive system, then you can see the impact of all these things. Okay, so don't be under the false notion that, oh, I'm healthy and all, and nothing happens to me by eating rotis. Uh, the thing is that there is a little damage happening. Your body is strong, so you don't know. But when you start getting IBS and irritable bowel syndrome and all, then within 3 4 days you will see all these effects. So remember this. So now I'll just go to. So we've talked about which are the bad foods and which are the good foods that you should be eating. Okay, so more leafy greens and all of that, and cooked also. If you, it says over here, last line of this, I'll just highlight it here. The raw smoothie. So people with irritable bowel syndrome or weak intestines should not have this green juice. Yeah, because it's raw and it's got more fiber and cellulose, and also it's a little harder to digest. That's why we have it at 12 o'clock. Okay, when the digestive fire in the stomach is the highest. So people with IBS and all, they can have cooked leafy greens. So I'll just go back to the presentation and talk about one of these foods, which is milk and milk products. Very quickly. Yeah, somebody asked me, millets do not have phytic acid. I said, yes, they do have a very less. So they can just be, soaked for 4 to 6 hours. They don't need to be done for, 6 to 8 hours. Okay, so when you read those pages in my book from 120 to 125, which will explain all the scientific aspects of milk, then finally you will realize that milk and milk products are causing all these illnesses. So you can see acidity, which is going to affect your bones also. Kidney stones here. Okay. Yeah, those bone spurs are that kind of calcium that's coming from the animal's milk that is not in tune with the human body, and the bones are trying to excrete that little bit of calcium that is absorbed. So I advise people to stop milk and milk products completely because of all of these problems. And if you have any of these problems and you stop milk and milk products, you will see within 15 days to 1 month, all these problems going down. Of course, acidity is also there because of alcohol and too much of grain and sugar, like I said. But once you stop milk and milk products, you will see some improvement for acidity also. I request everybody to mute their mic. These things also are there in my book. Okay. So people always ask about curd. So there's a chapter on probiotics in my book, which will talk about that. This is there on my website. I will share that link with you. On my website, Become Healthier Extinct, if you open that page, there's a tab there called Nutrition, which we'll go through now. Then there's in the chapter on probiotics, it's explained how to make healthy, probiotic cultured vegetables where you'll get all your healthy range of bacteria. You don't need to use milk or curd as a such a damaging medium to get your healthy gut bacteria. This is the first time I made that's a 2 kg pot. You can see carrot, radish, onion, beetroot, cucumber, capsicum also, I guess. And that's rice kanji. That's another thing explained in my book. So your healthy gut bacteria and all you can get from here. You don't need curd. And instead of milk, tea and coffee, do have these herbal teas. There's a tab on my website. You can see all the beneficial aspects of these herbal teas, and 2-3 of them are good for bone health. More information on the damaging aspects of milk, you can check in these books. Yeah, request everybody to keep their mic muted, or I'll have to do that myself. 1 minute.
I like whatever it is. I'm not sure to your dad rich.
Yeah. These are some of the books that I had researched, initially in the days I was doing my research on diet. And this one, Milk, The Silent Killer by Dr. N.K. Sharma.
अच्छा वो लाडी वाला
Okay, so now we'll come to the aspect of acupressure. for all of this.
Sir, then I told her, baby, your money I will pay, but give me time.
I request everybody to please mute your mic. I have tried again and again to mute all the participants, but I don't understand why this is not working. Okay. Okay, I muted everybody, and then once I finish this presentation, then I'll open up for question and answers. So, and when I'm showing you the acupressure also, is when I will. This is the spinal cord, and some people today have got neck pain, so we'll work on the C vertebrae. Some have got mid back pain, so we'll work on from T1 to T12 or D1 to T12, whatever, and then the lumbar, and then the sacral region. Okay. Now I will show you some basic points, and then we will go through all of this. I just want to show you 2 slides, and this is for everybody who has got back pain. We'll come to neck pain and all very soon. Okay, so causes of back pain, slip disc, herniated disc. We have to avoid all of these things. Reduce your pot belly, it gives the spine a curvature. Bad posture at your workplace or in your car. Without balancing posture, that is people bending too much and lifting up things at a distance and not close to their body. So you have to keep objects that are heavy, you have to lift them very close to your body, in front of you or at the side. Now for preventing back problems, like I said earlier, I'll come to this part after the acupressure exercises on what kind of exercises you can do. That I'll talk of last to recover from back pain and neck pain. Yeah, so an orthopedic mattress is that has coir in it, not the spring mattress, not the full soft mattresses, but it has about 4 to 6 inches of firm coir, and on top of that, the last 1 inch on top is softer material like a sponge or and then cotton on top. Okay, now I would like you to, this is the page on my book. I'll just tell you which page number on the book it is. The chapter Acupressure, if you can see from the index of my book, there's the chapter with all the pictures in it. Yeah, so if you've downloaded the book, I would like you to go to page 1. 224 and 225. Okay, now I'm going to show you on video some of these points to be pressed. You just remain on page 224. So now I will unmute also. Okay. Okay, so now those people can unmute themselves who only want to say something about. Okay, first I will just explain which are the points and how to press them. So I will start first with neck. Okay, so neck pain is from here the middle to even the sides from here to here. So which are the acupressure points for neck pain? They are here on the thumb. Okay, so for example, this is your front side of your face, back side of your head, and from here to here. Okay, that means from here to here. Thyroid point is here. So this is the entire neck region in your hands. This is one area, and even the middle finger. Okay, from here to here, this is also the neck area. Because we are a combination of the monkeys that were walking like this. That means this was the front, and then 2 4 feet, and then 2 hind feet. So in that acupressure system, this is the face, neck, and then later we became like this. We are standing upright. So this became the face, and this became the belly, this became the 2 legs and 2 hands. So you have the points on both. So remember, neck points are here around this. And so also the same is on both your hands, okay, and on both your feet also. So the big toe, the neck of the big toe is your neck, and this one also, and also the middle toe of your foot. So how do you treat neck pain here? Is that you can hold this area, and on the top side, the flesh is very less. There's no flesh, it's just skin. So the nerves of the body are in the flesh. So you'll see there is flesh over here, here. So you've got to hold it like this and press it here. Now, acupressure, I'll give you a simple class right now. It is that all the parts of the body are there in the meridians and on the hands, like you have seen on those pages 224 to 225. Okay. So for example, this is the face, this is the neck, this is the thyroid, then liver, lungs, stomach, digestive system, anus, everything coming here. From the other system, this is the you know head and neck, and this is the liver, lungs, solar plexus, then stomach is over here, small intestines, colon, all of that. So just showing you what is acupressure pain and what is not acupressure pain, because an organ is weak in acupressure if when you're pressing it, you get some pain. Okay, now everybody, I would like you to do this. If your nails should be trimmed, okay, like mine, trim nail, a thumb or index finger, okay, and if it's not trimmed, you can use a pencil, okay, the back side of a pencil, or if any of you have this, it's called a wooden jimmy, okay, you can use this side to press, but better than all of these is the hands, okay. So simple thing is here, if you are pressing this, right, you have to press through the flesh till you're reaching some firmness of the bone. And if you're feeling no pain, see with your right, your thumb pointed in a 90 degrees. You can also do it with your index finger, but it takes more strength. Okay. Now, suppose I'm pressing here with the index finger, I will give support on the back side. Okay. So that means I'm doing something like this. So pressing this point over here with my index finger through the flesh, reaching firmness of the bone, no pain at all. Okay, fine. Then you can go on doing now, try doing it over here. Take your thumb here behind, make your index finger like this, okay, deep, and press this deeply, because this is a lot of flesh, it will go deep. As you press this deeply, if you are getting some pain, this is the liver area, okay, if you're getting pain, that indicates that your liver is weak, because this meridian connects to your liver. If your liver was healthy, then you would get no pain. And to heal the liver, you got to press that paining point for about 2 minutes. Okay, and you can keep it pressed like this, or you can press it up and down like a pulsating press. And every day as you do this pressing, the biocurrent will be sent to your liver and it will start healing. Biocurrent is something natural from the human body. It's prana, okay, uh, that flows through the nerves. So as you press this every day, then the pain will start getting, for the first day, your pain may become more in this area, okay, not in your liver. In your liver, you'll get no pain. There'll be healing only. So as you press this and it starts healing, maybe it depends on how deep your damage is. The pain may go in 5, 6, or 7 days, or it may go on for 15 days or 20 days. People with very toxic livers, I've seen that they keep on doing acupressure for it for about 20, 30 days. Okay, so that's how you differentiate between, and even a blind man can do acupressure. Okay, it doesn't need a diagram to say that, oh, the stomach is here, oh, next to that is the kidney is over here, solar plexus here. A blind man can just keep on pressing everywhere. If there's no pain, then there is nothing damaged in the body. Okay, and if there is pain somewhere here, he may not know, but that is actually the hard point. But because there is pain there, he will start pressing it every day, twice a day. That's what I recommend. Okay, 2 minutes, twice or thrice a day. Before meals on an empty stomach, you can have a glass of water before that. So this guy doesn't know, and he just finds the point that's paining him, and he keeps on pressing it every day. And in a week's time, all his pain is gone. And then he realizes he's not getting any palpitations. He's feeling a little more alive, and his heart function is better. So this is how simple it is. The diagrams we are just using for more scientific in a way we want to do it accurately. So coming back to now to the finding of pain over here. So this is the neck. So you are going to press it with your index finger and check, point it in every place. Is it paining here? Is it paining here or here, anywhere? And if it's paining, you press that point like that up and down for a minute. Okay, then you find another place that's paining. And similarly, you do it with your index, your middle finger here. You can use your thumb like this to check it and press it. Or you can use your index finger as well. Now, if you're getting some pain, then there is this acupressure ring. Okay, there are pictures of it on my website, in my book as well. It's a flexible ring. It's a little tight. It's made of alloy. So to treat it, instead of spending so much time pressing all these points, you can roll this up and down over here to treat your neck. So about 1 minute of this is good enough. You can go down here also. And similarly for your thumb, you can roll it here and roll in your neck area. Avoid rolling the ring too much on your cuticle of your finger, because that's a sensitive part, right? So once you bring the ring in, you remain inside and you have to hold the ring like this, okay, so that you can do it properly, not at the side, because it may suddenly spring out. So like this you can guide it. So that's for neck pain. Middle of this finger, both hands, middle of the thumb. Same thing for the toes of your feet. Now coming to pain that is radiating from here, because some of the nerves that get pressed, they will have pain coming here. Some people have got a tight neck, okay, from here to here. I'll come below this point. I will show you later. Okay, that's in a different area of the body. So the side of the neck is this area. Now look at your thumb. Okay. Now the back points that I'm going to show you are points that have to be pressed on the extension of your index finger. Okay, the spine, what I call internal spine. I'll explain what is internal and external spine. The back point has to be pressed here, internal spine, but the neck and neck side going to the shoulder has to be pressed here. So just relax your hand, like for example, if I do this, now you have to press it at the side over here. Okay, that means on the side of this thumb, going from here right down to here. So how do you do it? Look at how I'm doing this. Yeah. Just press over here and see if you're getting any pain. If you have any neck pain at the side of your neck, it'll be paining here. So stop at the point that it's paining and press it for about a minute. Then go a little bit lower. So this bone is going to come and fuse with this bone. So beyond that joint, you can't go any further. Okay, so this is for neck. So if it's on the right side, you will get pain on this side. Okay, see again what I'm saying? Side of there's little flesh over here. Okay, so that's what you got to press. If I show it on this hand, it's over here. See how I'm pressing it? Pointed thumb that a nail has been trimmed over here. So side of this thumb. So for neck pain on this side, you treat this hand. Neck pain on this side, you use side of this thumb. Okay. So that's neck up till here. Now from the ball of your back till the base of your spine. This is I've got the most success. I studied acupressure for about 8 years, and I mean right from the time. I mean 8 systems. Sorry, of acupressure. Indian acupressure, Korean, Chinese, yogic, and then I went into not only for the hands but body meridians, reflexology, and also shiatsu and acupressure with seeds and colors and moksha, the heat sticks, and all of that. I did that from like 2005 to 2015, 10 years of that. And I saw that in all of these systems because I had a herniated disc myself in 2010 because I lifted a full gas cylinder from my neighbor's house and I was bending to put it in the dicky of my car. And that was the mistake. Okay. You should not hold things so heavy far away from your body and lift it. And I was putting it in at that time. I heard the crunch of my vertebra, crunch. And I fell over there, I got stuck and I couldn't move. And it's when I was able to come home, and I was totally bedridden for 1 2 days, and I was trying the normal acupressure diagrams shown in all these systems, and they were showing it from here to here, which is wrong. And if you press from here to here, nothing happens. Okay, and there's another point which was shown from here to here. But this I call the external spine, and what I'm going to show you, which is here, is the internal spine. Now, what's internal and external spine? Very important to understand. Internal spine is that part of your spine that's inside your body with all the vertebrae, disc, and spinal cord and all that. And external spine is what you can hit on your back and touch it. Okay, so there's just about 5 to not even more than 10% of your spine you can touch. So when you get a hit from outside, you fall down the stairs, you get a bike accident, you fall down from somewhere, then it's an external spine injury, and of course your internal spine will also this can only get damaged. But for treating the spinal cord and spinal cyst, what I mentioned in the workshop is that you have to treat the internal spine. So what is the external spine is in the acupressure diagram, you can see it's a line that's coming on the edge over here. So like this is the head, this is the neck, and this is like the ball of your thing here. And this is your anus. So from here to here is the external spine. And how do you press it? Just by pressing the edge, not in the flesh here, but just before this bone, there is a fleshy part. So you're going to press that over here. Okay. So for external spine, you can also treat it like that. Okay. Let me do it with this hand here at the edge, going right up till here. Now, this is the internal spine, which is very tricky. So I'm just going to show that to you. Maybe I need to stand a bit. Just remember the inside of the spine, which is almost 90% of your spine, where the spinal cord, the herniated disc, slip disc, everything is there. Degenerated vertebra, that is over here. So touch feel your bone of your index finger and feel that bone going right inside. Okay, it will go from here, 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 and then it will go here. Now above this bone, there is flesh. Okay, there is some flesh over here. So that is the place that you got to press. So how are you going to do it? I'll just stand up and show you. It'll become easier for me. Yeah. So for example, your hands should be like this, okay? And what are we trying to press? From top. So in this system, it's not that if you press like this, you're not going to get the correct kind of treatment. You have to press it from top. Okay. So hold your hand a little bit with the gap here, then make this a right angle, and then start traveling down this. Okay. Try to make this thumb a little loose, don't keep it tight, and travel down this. So this area here, this is the top ball, which I was saying it's here. And where's the base of the spine? Top ball is here. So this, this some of the C vertebrae is here. This is the middle of your shoulder blade. Then mid back is here. Lower back L1 to L5 is here, and S1 to S4 is over here. Okay. So go like this and start pressing this like that, up and down, or start kneading it like this. All of you who have got back pain, this will pain a lot right now. So if you're treating one hand, then the other hand has to be out. And if you're treating, so the spine nerves are there on both hands. If you're treating this hand, remember, this is the place that you have to treat. You're going to hold the hand for a little grip here. I'm going to make this 90 degrees, and then you're going to treat it like this. I can hear some background noise. I'll just mute everybody again. Just hold on. Okay. So once again, we are trying to treat this, and you're going to treat it with your thumb, like that. Finally, once again, I'll show you the angle. It is, if you're looking at the side, okay, for example, now and sidewards, and the hand is like this. So this treatment has to happen like this, but your thumb doesn't have to be straight. It has to be a little bit 45 degrees. That means towards your chest. This is my chest, okay? So I'm holding the hand like this. I've gripped it to the side. I'm going to treat this here. Now this has to come a little bit 45 degrees inside, because you're pressing this fleshy part on the extension of the bone. Okay, so it is a little bit slippery, but you need to go in and find the correct point. So this is how you will be treating your spine. So wherever there's a pain, stick over there and remain there only for about 2 minutes. Okay, press it up and down, or you can also knead it like this. Spinal cord is the biggest nerve of the body, so you're going to get the most amount of pain there. Some people literally cry, when I am treating them, because the amount of pain. So the healing will happen. Yeah. Yes. So so for the first day, your pain may get actually more and more in your hand. In your back, it will only heal. You won't get any pain over there. Your pain will start coming down in your back. Even on the first day, if you do 3 minutes on your 3 times a day, on your left and on your right, yeah. So if you do 3 minutes on your left and on your right 3 times a day, you will see back pain coming down within 2-3 days. And there is, if you're really on bed, then you can do 7-8 times a day. When people do it so much, then this part starts paining a lot, and they don't want to touch it only. They say leave it alone. But if because when I had slip disc, I got up in 3 days. There was nobody at home. I had to cook my own food and all that, because I just shifted to Goa and I was staying here. So I used to do about 5-6 sessions a day, and in 3 days I got up, and that's unheard of, because and my recovery was 15 days, fine, and that was 2010, and since then I've not had any back pain, no reoccurrence, because everybody knows, whoever has had a serious slip disc or herniated disc, it keeps on occurring every 2-3 years whenever you go and lift up things. And I am doing everything now at the age of 53. Today I climbed up on the walls to fix certain shades and all in my farming area. So completely, no back pain, no joint pain at all. Okay, so I'm saying first day the pain may go up, okay, for the first 2 days, but then it will start coming down, and you have to continue pressing this till you are pressing it with full force, quite deep, and there is no pain at all. So that means your back is healed. Even for people who have not had a slip disc, herniated disc, they just have lower back pain, they will also get tremendous pain. Now, what I mentioned earlier is that the kidneys, if whoever has got back pain for a longer period of time, okay, uh, their normal posture because of the back pain would have been slouched. But what they do, because they have to stand in front of people, they have to talk, they have to walk, they have to be social, they try to keep themselves up. And that extra energy that is taken to keep you up is provided by your adrenal glands that are physically situated on top of the kidneys. So your kidneys go through stress and your adrenal glands also go through stress. Anybody who's got back pain more than 15 days. Okay, so you have to, uh, besides this point, you also have to treat your adrenal glands and your kidneys. So look at the diagram in the book. The kidney point is over here. Okay, so go a little bit deep there, find the kidney point and treat that also for 1 to 2 minutes. Okay, on both hands. Then the adrenal gland is between this knuckle and this knuckle. So if I show it on this hand, because it's between knuckles, if I try to press it like this, my thumb will not go because there are two bones. So you have to go inside, so it has to be from the side. Okay. Check over here if you're getting any pain. And if you're getting pain, that means your adrenals are stressed and you need to heal the adrenal glands also. If they're not paining, then fine, your adrenal glands are not stressed. And if you find your kidney point correctly and it's not paining, that means in your case, the kidneys are not yet stressed. Okay. Now I want to show you the points on the feet. Okay, that's also very important for the back. So I'm just going to put my foot up. Uh, let me see if I can manage it. Mhm. And I'll just go around. Okay, this part of the foot. Now this part of the foot is where the spine is. So you have to press it deep like this. Okay. So this part is the top of the spine and this is the base of the spine. So press it deeply like that all along this. And on both the feet. Okay, when you start pressing it in that area, you will see that you're getting pain. So you have to press where the pain is. Okay, and that pain should go down day by day. You may not see improvement in the pain in the feet for the first, 3-4 days. You may think that it's paining the same, but you will certainly feel relief in your back. Right now, I will just look at, I've still muted everybody, but I will look at the questions if they are tallying with what I'm, explaining. I just look and try to answer some of them. Is this the latest version of the book which you have referred in Telegram? Yeah, what I shared today is the latest version of my book. On my website, also the latest version of the book is there. Yeah, unfortunately, not more than 100 can join today. And this recording, definitely we will send them. Somebody is asking, general, should we use pillow while sleeping or is it not required? So what was there in the writing? Your pillow should not be too high. Okay. Even though I have a long neck, I'm perfectly fine sleeping without a pillow. So you can have a pillow, but have a thin pillow, not a very high pillow that makes your neck turn too much. One question is how much of percentage of pressure to apply? So, like I'll repeat once again, you're pressing through the flesh till you're reaching your bone. So, for example, you can do it somewhere here, and you may not get any pain. So, you know that this area is fine. You may press here, you may not get any pain. Urinary bladder, you may not get any pain. Colon, you may not get any pain. This is the left hand side. Whoever's heart function is good, they may not get any pain. But most people, because of all the junk and the fried food we eat, you definitely get some pain in your liver. So what I said again, with the pointed index finger digging in, you can do that, or with the pointed thumb. Okay, pressing through the flesh till you're feeling little firmness of the bone. You don't have to do acupressure on the bone, like you don't have to torture your bone. Okay, once you reach a certain place like your knuckle here, you don't have to. Now, coming after the neck side over here, both the shoulders. Okay, what I said in the uh, standing system here, these are the two legs and these are the two hands. So hands are getting into the body. So this is the area to treat your shoulder. Okay. So on the left hand side, if I'm putting this forward like this, okay, if I'm standing like this, my left hand. So this is my left shoulder and this is my right shoulder. And on this hand, this will be my left shoulder, this will be my right shoulder. So what you have to do for shoulder treatment is you gently around this area, you can press this whole knuckle. Okay, so little bit you're kneading the flesh and all that. You're not trying to, damage your bone and cause bone injury. So shoulder pain is here, here, all of this, both hands. And hip pain is here. Okay, hip is here. So how will you do it? Hold your hand like this, behind, get this, dig in here, in the flesh. Okay. Everybody who's got hip pain will get treated here. Once again, I'll just tell you on that spine, this is the top of the spine, this is the base of the spine. So your C vertebrae are here, your T vertebrae from T1 to T12. So yeah, there was a doctor who wanted help with for their father T12. So T12 will be somewhere over here. Okay, this area that has to be pressed. And then it will start from L1 to L5 over here. Basically search along this place and you will find the area that is injured in your back. How do we get rid of stress and stored around the jaws and mouth? Yeah, so stress in jaws and mouth, of course, if you even after doing exercises over here, then you look at the face. Okay, so the face, smiley face. So here you can press your jaws area, especially on the big toe also. So on the big toe, if you want, you can draw a face on your big toe. Okay, two eyes, a nose, a mouth, teeth. So then you know your jaws are from side to side. So from here to here, and even in your big toe, both toes. Okay, you will with your toes you go and you start pressing like this. Okay, with your index finger. That means it's easy to press with your index finger your big toe. Okay, so go on searching on your big toe everywhere and you'll find the place for your jaw. Could a layman press something wrong? No, you can never press anything wrong as long as you're not hurting your bone. Yeah, which is the right point and what is the wrong point? That's the question. Okay, the right point is any point that's paining. Now suppose this part is not paining and you're just pressing it. You're wasting your time. You're giving some more energy to an organ. If you are paranoid about your heart, then you give some more energy to your heart, no problem. Okay, nothing is, it's going to get more electricity, it'll work better, it'll remain healthier, but your heart is not going to get overcharged. Okay, this is why this recirculating energy within the body, it will never harm the body. The only thing is that, yeah, don't do acupressure. If you got eczema and psoriasis, don't do it over there because you will hurt your skin. The same point you do in the foot. So if you want to see the foot points, go to my website in the acupressure section. When you click on that, there's a drop down. It will give you foot reflexology. Okay, the foot diagrams are there. And it will give you the complete process. If you want to learn how to do foot reflexology, the starting warm-up massage, the medium massage, the ending massage, everything is given there. So learn it very well and you can give your husband, wife, children, all of that. So the foot diagrams are there. So any point that I'm showing you on the hands now, on the hand chart, if you want healing from the foot also, you go to that section on my website and take the points from the foot. Now I'll tell you one thing from so many years of practical experience. I have seen that all parts below your navel, okay, they get treated faster from the foot points. Everything above your navel, it will get treated faster from your hand points. And if you want double action healing, you do on your hands and you do on your feet also. So there is no thing that is a wrong point. Okay. The right point is the one that is paining and which you have to treat twice or thrice a day. Like I'll repeat again, on empty stomach, have a glass of water. So you can do before breakfast, you can do before lunch, you can do before evening tea or before dinner. Okay, yeah, I'm going to come to knee pain. Yes, I'll just open some slides. So we come to this. Now I showed you shoulder, I showed you hip and knee. So these are the two legs. Okay. So where are your knees? So this first joint that bends, that is your ankle. The next one that is bending, that is your knee. And the third one that is bending, that is your leg going into your body. Okay. So these are the two legs and the two hands. Okay. So these are your knee points. So knee, the best thing is to go with this acupressure ring. Okay. And do it in the around the knee slowly. It expands a little bit. So with both. Now if you got elbow pain, that means this hand, this area here. Okay, that means elbow pain is treated here, one hand and the other hand over here. So obviously now from this you know that this is your calf muscle. I mean, no, this is your thigh, this is your calf muscle, this is your foot. Okay. Similarly for the hand, this is your hand, this is the wrist joint, this is your forearm, and these are your biceps. Yes, I'll come to osteoporosis in a couple of slides. Yeah, it's 8:30. Maybe we're just going to overrun 10 minutes. Yes. Yeah, any acupressure to bring down high blood pressure and stress. So there's a chapter in my book which is called Treatment for Illnesses. Once you go to that chapter, the treatments for about 50, 60 of the most common illnesses are given, and they start with the top of the body and they go down. So first you'll see hair fall, migraine, headache here, headache behind. Then you'll see eye problems, treatment for eye problems, ear problems, nose, mouth, and it starts going down. So after it goes to the entire body, then you'll see the general ones like high blood pressure is happening because of weak kidney function and salt in the diet and heart also. So it's not one particular point in the body, though everybody thinks it's heart. No, there's a lot to do with weak kidney function. Okay, and then cholesterol and plaque, which reduces the diameter of your arteries. They also put pressure on the heart. So that's there. So then you have to treat the pineal gland also for high blood pressure. It's explained in my book in that section that you need to treat the pineal gland also. So in the treatments for chapter, illnesses chapter, you'll get the treatment for high BP. It will give you pineal gland, it will give you heart, it will give you kidneys, and some herbs to use, some change in diet. Okay, so that section is a integrated natural medicine protocol for all the problems in the body. Okay. The joint 8. Okay, so everybody knows about the book. I'm going to share. Some people came in late. I will just share those 3 links again for them. Okay, from where to get my book. It's on my website, Become Healthy or Extinct. I'll just type it once again. Yeah. My main website is darryld'souza.com. Okay. Then, okay, some questions on milk and all. Please read that, section 120 to 125 for my book. A question on ankylosing spondylitis and sacroiliitis and Okay. So all types of spondylitis and all of that, please follow the same protocol that I'm giving you. So the diet and nutrition part, page 149. Then I'll come to certain sections in my book. In the treatments for illnesses chapter, I'll open the page right now, and you'll see that everything is given there. Okay, just a minute. Okay. Going to the start of the book. Here, treatments for illnesses, it starts with page 237. And here you will see the headache and all of this. Now coming to arthritis and all, will come a little later. Asthma, bronchitis, lung, liver, heart. Okay, here starts with frozen shoulder treatment. There's a massage also technique given there. Please, for neck pain, you can do this massage that's there. This is what I showed you in the slide. Okay, see, for arm pain also there's treatment. This I showed you in the slide. Now here there are some more points given. Okay, now for points that you are seeing on the body, okay, like this B40 or B23 or LU5, they just have to be pressed deep with the thumbs on both sides of the body at the same time or at separate intervals 10 times. Okay, so all the points on your palms and up to your wrist, you can press for 1, 2, or 3 minutes. But any point below that on the running meridian of the body, you can press 10 times with your thumbs. Okay, or if you want more, press 20 times. So 20 counts. That is enough. So here in this, it's given a combination of points on the hand as well as on the body. So thyroid, solar plexus, adrenal, internal spine, external spine, they are all on the palms. And these rest B23, B40, LU5 on the body. So just remember, body points, you need to press just 10, 15 or maximum 20 times. Presses. This back massage is very good. Then elbow, wrist pain, hip pain. Now here you will see knee joint problems. Also leg, feet pain, heel, ankle. Okay. And then for the various types of arthritis, this is a general arthritis. That means this is common, what has to be done by everybody. And then besides this, maybe some additional points for these other problems like osteoarthritis, okay, and rheumatoid arthritis. So read very carefully about rheumatoid arthritis. What is written there is related to bad gut microflora. So in your probiotics, in your entire digestive system, when they go down, when you suffer from inflammation in the small intestine and you get the syndrome that's called leaky gut, then food actually, instead of pure nutrients, food also flows into your bloodstream and they create toxins. Undigested food is toxins. So those toxins go to they travel to various parts of the body. After a month, 2, 3 months, you find pain at another part. Okay, so for rheumatoid arthritis, you have to rebalance your gut and cure leaky gut or inflamed intestines. Osteoporosis, osteoarthritis, like I mentioned earlier, it is also aggravated by too much of air, that is vayu, in the body. Okay, that comes mainly from eating too much of sour food, salty food, and food that has got vinegars like pickles and all of that. And so reduce all those foods. On my website, there is, okay, I hope you are in speaker mode, speaker view and can see. So on my website, there's a tab called Dosha Diet. Okay, over there you will see, and there's a nice test over there of about 60 questions to see whether there's too much of air in your body, like a Vayu type, or you're a Kapha, that is heavy type, or you're a Pitta, that is acidic type. And you will have more bone problems if your Vata is high and you have more of acidity or Pitta also. So the diet is given over there to reduce, to balance the calm, the Vata pacifying and Pitta pacifying diet. So have a look at that also. Now the next, I will just take you quickly through some slides. Okay, this is what we finished. Now this is all there in the book. Okay, so the points are there on the hands. Then this we just looked at. For the knees also. Okay, so I think this is all just a repeat. It's there in the book, so you can take it from the main thing I wanted to show you is how to press the points on your hands, and that up to your wrist, it should be 1, 2, or 3 minutes, and then rest of the points on your body, it's 10 or 20 times at these locations. I want to show you a foot roller also for if you can buy one. Okay, the simple formula is on empty stomach, I said, or 2 hours after food. There is this acupressure ball. I will show you how to use that. Then pressing the points on the hands, on the body. Here, initially, I put 8 times, but you can go to 10 or 20 times. Metal ring on thumbs and fingers for hand and leg pain, even for the neck pain. And drink 1 or 2 glasses of water before you start the session. Okay. So I will show you what is this acupressure ball. Yeah. So acupressure ball is something like this. The one with wood is not so, round at the edges. It's a little bit shaped. So it's a ball like this. It's a hard ball. So you can roll it like this on the body. It treats all the points of the body. The diagram of this is there in my book also, in the acupressure chapter. And like, for example, treating the hip point and all that, you can, do it like this. And even for your liver and all of these points. Then finally, you try and get a foot roller that's like this. And if you remember the back points that I said on the curvature, inner curvature of the foot, you can roll the back point, that curvature over here. So keep this on the floor, be sitting on a chair, and then you can roll this. Okay, your feet will be rolling on them like that. And you can use this also to, roll the edge of your foot on it. Okay. It's a wooden foot roller. So yeah, so what we covered is, so I'll open up for Q&A now because I have got another meeting at 9 o'clock, so I have to wind up in 10 minutes. So in the 4 steps of the natural health therapy, okay, we covered first that what are the bad foods and replace them with the good foods. Then the habits about, especially for back pain and all of that, that we have seen. Then the acupressure part I've covered. Now I'll talk about cleanses and about exercise. Okay. So a good cleanse for everybody to do, even for blood pressure patients, is to do the kidney cleanse. That is there on page 204 of my book. Simple tea leaves, the formula is given there. You boil that tea in a certain way and you have it in the morning for 14 days. And if you don't have that time, every time in the morning, that's the best cleanse actually. It will clean up your kidneys. Now, your kidneys, when they get cleaned up, they'll be able to purify the blood and take out the acidity from the blood at a faster rate and put it in the urine. Okay, so your uric acid will also go down. So everybody knows bone problems, uric acid, gout, they're all connected. Okay. So you have to do for healing your bones, you have to treat your stomach point also. Okay, your stomach point is here like a pinch. Okay, because imbalance of stomach energy will also cause more acidity. So just like how you're pinching like this is the area that it will press stomach over here. So 1 or 2 minutes if it's paining, That will cure acidity also. Okay, so you need to cure acidity of your stomach, pressing both these points. The next organ to press is the liver. Okay, on both hands. There's a point for liver on your right hand also over here. Then the next is gallbladder. Your gallbladder is on your right hand at this area here. Okay, see it in the diagram. Press it like that. See if there's any pain. And people who have got gallbladder stones, in the cleanse therapy chapter of my book, they do the liver and gallbladder cleanse. Now the kidney one will even dissolve kidney stones. So the tea leaves kidney cleanse 14 days is the best cleanse. After that, some people don't have time. You can do a coriander cleanse, a boiling coriander leaves or parsley leaves, and that is for 2 days. All the details are given there. Okay. So treating your stomach, important, your liver, your gallbladder, your kidney. Okay. These organs are important. So doing the kidney cleanse is important also. And I also showed you treating the kidney point and the adrenal point. And the rest of the points you can see in all those treatments for different type of arthritis. So after the kidney cleanse, you can do the liver cleanse also. Whoever is getting a lot of pain here in your liver and you're pressing it for 2-3 days, if it goes in 3-4-5 days, that means your liver was not so sick. Okay, that's fine. But if you are pressing it and the pain is there for more than 5 days, a week, 10 days, then it shows that your liver is pretty weak. So then I would recommend you to do the liver cleanse. That's on page 211 of my book. And then after the liver cleanse, it's just a 1.5 day cleanse. Then after that, to clean up the system because of all the garbage that comes out into the digestive system and all of that. And also your blood system, that your liver will get cured, so it will affect the blood system as well. So after the liver cleanse, do the 2 days kidney cleanse with parsley. Okay, so that's far as cleanse goes. Then lastly, I wanted to talk about exercise. So the most important thing is if you got all of this neck pain and you have got your back pain, the first thing I recommend is for 5 days to 1 week, you do the acupressure 3 times a day and you strengthen all of these parts. After that, you start doing little bit of exercise. Okay, so the neck will be whatever your head normally falls to the normal stretch. Okay, you have to allow it to stretch normally just with the weight. That kind of exercise you can do. And also the rotation, don't try to force it. Okay, just allow your head, your head weight only to do all of that. Do that medulla massage that's there in the book. So yeah, especially for slip disc, herniated disc, and disc fracture and all, fracture will take a long time to heal. Okay, so for the first 5 to 7 days, do not do any rigorous exercise. Just sitting up, walking a little bit, bending a little bit, that's fine. So for first 5 to 7 days, do the complete acupressure. Then after 7 days, you can start doing what your physiotherapist has advised you. Okay, a little bit more bending, moving, and twisting and all of that. So don't do any unnatural exercises, bodies that the human body is not used. Okay, that's important. Otherwise, all these exercise routines, they give you such weird things that you never see human beings doing in a normal position. So yeah, that's as far as exercise. So now I'm going to unmute and people can talk. What is that? Okay, now whoever would like to ask a question can unmute themselves. In the meantime, I'll just look at the chat. Okay, and those of you, if we don't have enough time also, I'll just share. I hope you subscribe to my YouTube channel because tomorrow I'll share this video there. Okay, and whatever questions are not answered by me today, you put in that video comments. Okay, then I'll give you the full explanation with good time. Yes, somebody was asking.
Hi, Darryl. Darryl, good evening. This is Smita here.
Yes, good evening.
I'm Smita from Mumbai. I read your book and I must say I followed a lot, at least 70 to 80% of what's written in your book, and I have been able to reverse my thyroid. The reason I'm asking, I need to know, my husband is not a complete vegan, and he has got tremors in his hand and his left hand and left leg. So are there any pressure points or something that I can do that can help in this case?
Yeah, so you see in the book treatments for treatment for illnesses, the treatment for Parkinson, let them do that. And
Okay.
also for both of these, hands and the leg, you have to do the spine, okay, internal spine, because the nerves
Okay.
to the leg will come from there. See the entire spine, wherever it's getting pain, treat that. And then the neck also, okay, the entire
Okay.
neck, because hands and all, it comes from the neck here. So this part on the hands, on the feet, and the spine on the hand and on the foot.
Okay. Thank you so much, Darryl.
Yes, you're welcome.
Hi, this is Preeti here.
Yes, Preeti, good evening.
Yeah, hi. This was amazing. Thank you so much. God bless you for
You're
sharing
welcome.
this information. I would like to know, do you do any workshops like on a regular basis where you can guide us through like for a month and like we learn something like that?
Okay, see now I was doing workshops in different cities, a full day workshop, 9 o'clock in the morning to 6 p.m. in the evening. But that all stopped when the lockdown started in, April 15, 2020 was my last workshop. And I had booked already for May, and I had two workshops, one in Delhi, one in Mumbai. And since I couldn't travel and all this, mask and whatnot was going on, I made the workshop online. So the workshop online has become more detailed now. It's a 16-hour workshop. And I will give you the link in the chat. Just go to my website, and on that, there is Become Healthier Extinct, and then slash, therapy. I will just, I'm putting the link now in this chat. There is my online workshop. Okay, so one second.
I benefited a lot from your workshop too, Darryl.
Okay, lovely. So
Thank you
now
so much.
you're welcome. So this online workshop is much more detailed. In fact, people take 20 hours to do it because there are 14 classes in it with all of this. So I teach acupressure for the entire body. All of these details on milk, detox, diet, and all is explained, right? Because it's 20. So the workshop is actually 16 hours, but after every class, there's so much of Q&A. So people there are about over 150 people have done that workshop. So there are questions and I keep answering and all. So that's much more detailed than my daily workshop. So I've decided, I don't need to travel and let people do the online workshop. And then after the workshop, if they have some unanswered questions, I give them a one-to-one, private session. But that saves me all the time. Otherwise my sessions with my clients one-to-one, they go for 3 hours. And nowadays I don't have that much time to do one-to-one. So actually since a year I stopped all one-to-one new cases. I'm only kind of, if there are some old clients, I take them up.
Yeah, great. Sorry, I also had a condition of colitis. Can you show the point for that?
Yeah, so for colitis, treatment for illness chapter, there's treatment for amoebiasis and colitis, follow that. But the main thing is I will tell you, you need to strengthen your liver function, okay? And then you need to press your small intestine points here and your colon points. The colon points have to be done like this from the side, okay? In the diagram, you'll see you have to literally dig like this to the side from here to here to here. Also, appendix on this side is very important for here. The point is here, and then you keep on treating all these points for the colon. Also, the rectum and anus over here. Okay, and yeah, don't have things with chilies. Red chili, green chili, and all. They are highly alkaline. Even highly alkaline will cause inflammation of the intestines and of the colon. Okay, drink water that's boiled. So all of those things I explained in that section.
Yeah, so if it's not
And,
paining, that means I'm okay. I mean, I don't have it.
yeah,
But
so and very important also for the colitis and all that, anything with the intestine, that use the foot roller. And the best time is to do it after a bath because then your soles are soft. Soles of the feet are soft and you'll get better treatment. Okay.
Good evening.
thank you.
Dr. D'Souza. Everything was very informative.
So another
And
5 minutes to go. Yeah, let's.
yeah, could you,
Then I need to go.
yeah, could you, very informative. Thank you so much for
You're
everything.
welcome. You're welcome.
And I
Anybody
just
else?
wanted to
Questions?
ask you one thing. What about the frozen shoulder? I have a frozen shoulder since 7, 8 months on
Yeah.
my right side, right arm.
Okay. Yeah. So then on the right hand, you will have to do this area here of your index finger. Okay, this is your right arm, and on the left hand, you have to do this one here. And some other tips are see that your frozen shoulder, that when you sleep at night, the AC blast is not on that side. The fan is not, because too much of air and cold air will maintain that situation. Okay. You can do warm fermentation and all sometimes, and little bit of exercise. But both these points you treat on your hands and your feet. Okay, for the right shoulder.
Okay, okay. Thank you so much. Thank you very much.
Yeah, welcome. Who's next?
I have a question. What about varicose veins?
Could you speak louder? There's somebody.
Varicose veins. Varicose veins.
Okay, yeah, varicose vein also there's treatment in my book, but in general, it is the weak return valves of the heart. Return valves of the heart are not having enough pressure to suck the blood up. Okay, so you have to treat your heart point here, and you have to follow a healthy diet and reduce the amount of plaque and cholesterol in your body. And if you're doing any herbal massage for your feet, just see that it's always upward. Okay? You never massage the feet downward, like from top down, because all your veins that are flowing up, they got their non-return valves all like this. Okay, like that. And when you press, and because the non-return valves inside the arteries have bent, and they are that's why the blood goes down and doesn't go up, because once the heart sucks, it opens up and it closes here. Suck, close, suck. So in varicose vein, what happens? The internal valves, they are bent and they cannot stop, so the blood accumulates there. Okay, so when massaging, you never massage down. Okay, always gently massaging up. And for varicose veins, also don't stand for too long time. Sit on the bed, keep your feet elevated, and do acupressure for your heart. Yeah.
Thank you so much. That was wonderful.
Yes. One more last question I'll take from anyone.
Yes, hello. Hello, Darryl. I'm Pushpa here.
Yes.
Is there
Hello. I have the problem with the trigger
Wait,
thumb.
I
right
just
hand
finished with
trigger thumb.
Pushpa. Please hold on. Just Pushpa, complete your question.
Yeah, my husband has to have his hip joint replaced. So,
Okay.
any other way of avoiding the operation?
I mean, if it's very advanced as per the X-ray and all, then you may have to do it. If it's just hip pain and all of that, you try these points for the hip and see if his pain and all goes down. Switch to a healthy diet. Use some herbal oils. Try that. But if it's pretty advanced, then you may have to go for the operation.
Okay, thank you.
Yes. Who else was asking? A gentleman? That's the last question.
Oh,
Okay.
hello. I have the problem with the trigger thumb, right hand. I cannot bend the thumb. You get the locking sound like.
Okay. On which hand? Right hand.
Right.
Okay. So on both your hands. Now, for example, I said you have to press your hand. Okay. So this is on your right hand. It will be on your right hand, this index finger. So here you press this area. Try to find whether there's a point over here that's got any pain and treat it here. And on your left hand, it will be your little finger. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, press these, and the same thing on your feet also. Okay.
Okay.
All that you have to remember is, once again, I'll say, as you're standing up, this is how your hands are. Okay. So
Okay.
facing. So this is your face. This is your neck. This is your stomach and all that. This is your left leg, right leg, left
Okay.
hand, right hand.
Okay.
Similarly, like
Yes.
this, okay. Right hand.
Okay.
Sorry. Left hand.
Left.
Leg. Right leg. Right.
Left.
That
Left.
means you have to press here.
Okay.
Here.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you so much.
Okay. Welcome. I hope the doctors also who wanted all of this, they attended. There are too many people to check, so I don't know. Dr. Shinoy and Dr. Neeti, Dr. Khan. Okay, thank you everyone. And like I said, I will share this on my YouTube channel tomorrow. If you've not subscribed to my YouTube channel, go again just simply to my website, darryldesouza.com. Over there, you'll see my YouTube channel, subscribe to it, and then you'll get this video. And further questions, you can ask on that video. Okay.
Thanks, Darryl.
Yeah. Okay.
Thanks, Darryl.
Have a good evening, everyone. You're welcome.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, thank you.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, okay. Bye. Bye.
Double D's,
Thank
Darryl
you.
D'Souza.
God bless. Our prayers
Thank
are there
you.
for you.
Happy
Thank you.
healing. Happy healing.
Thank you. Thank you, sir.
You're welcome.